Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for waiting a few minutes as I was overcoming some technical difficulties on my side. Welcome to our show for Quantum Psychic Akashic Requests, here with my wonderful co-host Viviane Heller. Welcome to Show for Quantum Psychic Akashic Requests, here with my wonderful co-host Viviane Heller. Welcome to Show for Quantum Psychic Akashic Requests.
Thank you, John. I'm sorry. I think there was an extra screen. I'm sorry. Apologies.
Oh, that was so cool.
I should have said it wasn't a special effect, right? But yeah, thank you, John, and I'm glad to be here today. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
And also welcome to our special guest, Sonia. Welcome, Sonia.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. Glad to be back. I always enjoy these experiences with both of you.
Oh, likewise. It's always a pleasure to work with you.
Thank you.
We always find you astounding to work with, which I really love. And would you like to? Oh, that's something I promised myself, because someone was asking me in the comments of one of my recent videos yesterday. Who am I? It's like, oh, welcome. I come along to the live stream. So if you're here, or if you're watching the replay, or if you're just new to any of the three of us, I'll try and give my briefest introduction. So then I'll ask the others to introduce themselves as well. So hi, I'm Jon Binnie, spiritual psychic mentor here in Scotland. I was 26 years in software, latterly 8 years at Amazon, had my spiritual awakening kick off in November 2017. And 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, I left my corporate job and I went full time doing what you're about to see me do today. Viviane, would you like to reintroduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Viviane Heller. I am an animal communicator, Akashic Records reader, quantum energy healer, and Reiki master. And my background from many years ago, as I studied computer networking and French, so there's nothing to do with what I'm doing now, but I love what I'm doing now. And yes, so I've been working with John in these live streams for over a year now, and we learn a lot from each other, from our experience working together. And I love what I do. I do offer private readings, and I'm here every week in this live stream, and I also have a solo live stream every week. Thank you.
Fabulous, thank you. And Sonia.
Hi, my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a spiritual psychotherapist, an energy healer, and an author. I've been a psychotherapist for over 10 years, but I had my spiritual, and I've always been into spiritual things, read spiritual books, different things like that, but I thought it was for other people. I didn't think there was anything that I was really going to do myself, because that would have been crazy. And then I had a spiritual awakening in 2020, January of 2023, and Spirit had tried to awaken me other times, but I wasn't ready. But in January 2023, I had an awakening, and I dived deeper into my spiritual studies and just, allowed my abilities to open up, and began sharing them with my clients in our psychotherapy, working with some of my psychotherapy clients, doing energy work as well as a complementary service with the psychotherapy. And it's been really healing for them. I always see astounding changes and such growth and such a deep healing, combining the psychotherapy in one session and the energy work in another. It brings about a profound healing. So similar to Viviane, I'm very honored to do this work. It makes me very, very happy. It fills me with a lot of joy. I've been studying with Jon for over a year, I believe. I think it's like 18 months, maybe going on 2 years. I can't remember. I think I first saw him in 2024. So anyway, Jon's my mentor, and I've been working with him, and I'm happy to be here because I enjoy contributing in this way to our collective good and humanity.
Oh, welcome. Thank you. And perhaps for those of you that are in the live stream across our YouTube channels, and if you're watching the replay, you'd like to introduce yourself as well. You can just say as much as you want. You could say where you're from in the world, or where you live right now, country, continent, whatever you want to share. You might want to share a little bit about your awakening journeys. I love you mentioned, Sonia, that that Spirit had tried to wake awaken you, like to start the awakening journey earlier. And I didn't know a good year ahead of my awakening that that's what was starting to happen to me. And it was almost like this gradual, like, Jon, wake up. And even I remember having sensations. These made no sense to me.
Yeah.
Of looking in the mirror and seeing a different lifetime of me. I saw a different version of me in my mind's eye. I could see there's another Jon that doesn't drink alcohol, and that blew my mind. It's like, what do you mean? Are other minds real? How does that even work? Like being shown things that I couldn't like process yet.
Yeah. It's kind of challenging. So for me, it was my auditory was very activated, and I was hearing like a constant narration of the universe, like every single thing. And I was like, this is a lot. I don't need to, like, when I say every single thing, it was every single thing. If I looked at something, you'd be like, the paint on the wall means this, and spoons mean that, and the sink means this. Like, it was everything. And the stuff I was receiving was profound, but it was constant. I was like, I can't do this. I said, it's just too much.
That's a lot early on, right? It's a lot anytime. It's even more early on. Well, thank you for sharing. Great. Well, I'll go ahead and create a safe space, and yeah, please do continue to chat, to share live chat. All requests, please put them in capitals, and we're between the three of us. There's likely very little we'll be able to not be able to service reasonably. Typically, we're here doing quantum psychic healings, readings, clearings, Akashic record readings, past life readings, healings. I saw a request that was there. Someone asked about their previous lives and soul origins, meeting spirit guides, home clearings, pet healings, clearings, mediumship. There's probably other things too between us. What we don't do is, because it's not really energetically safe to do so, is like significant negative entity removals or exorcisms. I offer it as a service outside of live streams, but it's not safe to do it within this. And if you suspect that you have in any way partial or more possession, then please don't put a request in. Please seek help in a one-to-one session from a practitioner like me or someone else of your choosing. Okay, I'll go ahead and create a safe space. So please join me as we take a deep breath in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves you, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly as it feels right for you. And focus your attention now on the very center of your heart, where the golden light of your soul enters your human form. And from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head, reaching up into the sky and up into the stars. Reach all the way up through the highest frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there connect in your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Feeling into that oneness, unity, unconditional love, a feeling of home. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down to the stars and the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, from the center of your heart this time, extend a cord of light downwards, all the way down through the base of your spine and deep into the earth. Reach all the way down to the layers of the planet going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. We take this opportunity to send so much love and gratitude to Mother Gaia and allow her to send her love back. Remain connected to Gaia's heart and extend your light cord back up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, from the center of your heart, expand a golden bubble of protective light with your light, the light of Source above, and Mother Gaia below, and expand this light out as a golden protective bubble to surround you, at least 2 meters out to each side, above and below, in front and behind you, surrounding all aspects of you, and set the intention for your protective space. Own the energies and entities with your permission. Your highest good love and compassion can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you, and that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. And into your safe space, invite in your spirit guide, your higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia, and ask for their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, and assistance with the integration of today's session. And now, through space and time, I create a golden protective bubble around all of us who choose to engage with the live stream and the replay across our YouTube channels. And I set the intention for the session space that only energies and entities, with my permission and permission of Viviane and permission of Sonia, and that have our highest good love and compassion of all in their hearts, can see us, access us, or exist in this session space or within us, and that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. Inviting in for Sonia, Viviane, and I, our spirit guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia, and any other beings that Viviane or Sonia name to invite in. And we set the intention today, we're here to assist people who have the highest good of love and compassion in their hearts and are placing requests in all caps as we receive your requests for quantum, psychic, Akashic readings, clearings, and healings. We'll randomly pick from these. And if you've asked for a request on behalf of another being, including a pet or loved one, please ensure you have their permission before placing the request and state that you have permission granted in your request itself. And with this, we can get started. Thank you so much. And I think I muted you, Viviane. Apologies.
Oh, that's okay. That was good. Thank you.
Now it's Thursday.
Oh yeah. So I'll be selecting our first request in a moment. And thank you everyone for posting in caps.
Thank you. I'm just pull this at the top.
Yeah, some new requests that came through, and you only need to post once, everyone. I see there's some double postings here. Okay, just adding a couple more. And reminding you to let us know that you do have permission in case you request a healing or a clearing for a loved one or a pet. Okay, everyone. So, okay, I'll be getting ready to select our first request, and please say hi if your name is called. Wait.
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Oops. Lulu the Quiet flame, please let us know if you're here.
Lulu, the quiet flame. Lulu here. Oh yeah, so fast. I feel I should give an audible reward for your fast responses. Wonderful. So you've said, may I ask about a life in Egypt or a Viking life? And what lesson did I bring from that life into this life? Ooh, you're giving us a choice. 5 times. Well, there's 3 of us. I'm sure we can all tap in and ask and see what comes through.
Okay, yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Okay, I'll ask to open the Akashic records then, should I? Or
yeah, please do. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thank you for being on the ball.
Archangel Metatron, please open the Akashic records, open the Akashic records, open the Akashic records. I'm showing a Viking past life.
Yeah, me too.
I see her as a man.
I saw the Viking past life as well, as a man.
And when it comes to the lesson, I need to ask, what lesson did I bring from that into this life?
So what I picked up as far as I saw a male figure, and he is shirtless, and he's kind of swinging some type of baton, like he's doing some type of warrior exercises. And what I was picking up, that what you brought to this lifetime was fierceness and loyalty, and that you're extremely loyal to whatever situation or person you're serving in any capacity, and that but you have to balance that loyalty you have to bring that into balance, because you can be so fierce in your loyalty and commitment and love that it's out of balance for you, and you kind of need to bring it back into balance so that you're able to hold both and not neglect yourself in the process.
Wonderful. I saw a similar, got a similar lesson, but a lot of, certainly a lot of bravery and loyalty too. They also showed me a woman, very loyal to this beautiful woman. And she's like, she's saying, oh my gosh, yes, I am fiercely loyal. That is so true. That's wonderful.
Wow. I despite my love for ancient Egypt, also Viking words. I was showing you, Lulu, lightly a different lifetime as a Viking. You're a warrior. You're very tall and strong. Definitely continued themes of fierce and loyal. And I was shown in that lifetime that you're on a journey. So some themes have continued into this life, and the journey was that you wanted to become the strongest warrior. You always wanted to be able to overcome any adversary, and so you kept choosing like bigger and bigger. Like initially it was an axe, and then it was like which looked a bit like a kind of a modern wood chopping axe, and then there's like this huge one that's like giant, like a double-edged axe. And it just went bigger and bigger. But the challenge is whenever you took this to battle, it felt like it kind of felt like the Midas touch. Like you could only use the axe with everything in your life. So everything was always, even the smallest little details, maybe the smallest little interpersonal relationships and conflicts, you brought this giant axe to it. Like often physically it'd be by your side. And so then you swapped it for its tiny one, and then you lost a battle in a battle you lost with this tiny little axe. And then you realize actually what I want to do is have two. I want a big one and a little one. That also didn't work quite so well because it made you, I don't know, resonates with some of my previous corporate career, John, which was always very like either your best friend or your worst nightmare back then. And so in the final years of that lifetime, you did learn that sometimes it just required a fist fight in a battle, right? You didn't need an axe, right? You just needed to like settle it hand to hand, and you started to learn the touch and the sensitivity and the interactions with your hands much more. And if you wanted to teach someone a lesson, or you wanted to settle something physically, it was so much easier to lay the axes down and safer for everyone. And you felt like you grew a lot more as a result. So I felt that some of those powerful lessons in this life are definitely like work more with your hands and your heart and the feeling into, like being able to size the right tool of your choice when engaging with others, especially when resolving conflict. And who knows, like all three of us picked up on the axes. Maybe you'd like to enjoy finding a place. It's becoming more trendy to practice axe throwing, right? So you might enjoy something like that as a hobby. But I hope that helps you, Lulu the Quiet Flame. Do let us know in the chat. I know you were chatting earlier, but thank you so much for your request. Great. So it must be my turn. Just 1 second.
Just adding another request through here.
So bring up some music, which I just temporarily lost on my phone. There we go. Yeah, celebrating 2,888 songs today.
Yes, I saw that. That's so cool. I love 888. 8 is also one of my favorite numbers. Love 888.
Thank you. And I just love like celebrating. No like apparent reason, because we're often obsessed with like, by the time I get to 3,000, I'll be like so over that. It's just like, oh, that's just another number, but something feels good about 288. So celebrating that today.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Choosing your next request. Please say hello in the chat if your request is called. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Datina M1111, are you here? Datina, can you type faster than me? 1111, are you here? Datina M1111. You're keeping up with those requests so fast again. How do you do it? Okay, calling on Datina M1111. Let us know if you're here.
It says, I'm here. Wait, no, that looks different. It says Datina M.
But yeah.
Okay.
Is here. Thank you, Datina.
No, thank you. Can I get a message from my spirit guides, and a healing on my stomach?
Okay. I can do the healing if you'd like to do the messages.
Thank you.
I can look at her stomach as well, if you
Sure.
don't mind, Viviane.
No, sure, yeah. The moment. Okay.
So I was shown, and this may help a little bit with the healing. The first message from your spirit guides, Tina, is a message of taking on too much of others. And I saw some of your challenges with your digestive system is taking on the energy of others, and especially negative energy, and attempting to digest it. And some of which you and are doing. It's just that it's causing these challenges in your stomach. Excuse me, I can feel it just now. And it's the message is really to guide you to taking a bit of a step back, and also, although this is a very self-sacrificial practice, really encouraging you to allow others to get on with their own free will, allow others to make their own mistakes, especially loved ones, and allow them to go on their own journeys without trying to take on too much of their energy, even when they ask for help, even when they're like, oh, whenever I come to you and I talk to you, I always feel better. And likely they will feel better because you're taking on some of their energy. And it's your choice whether you do it or not. But this is the message from your guides, is suggesting that you really let them go on their own path, make their own mistakes, and perhaps instead of taking on others' negative energy, encourage them wherever you can, encourage them to empower themselves. And when you're giving, because it feels like you give really good advice, when you give good advice and they come back to you again, ask them what they did with that advice that you gave. How did you get on with what I suggested last time, so that they're not like repeatedly coming back or in any way draining energy from you. I hope that message.
That makes sense, because as soon as I tune into a send healing to her stomach area, I heard, I can't take that anymore. I just can't take this. And I'm sending healing energy to the stomach area, and the interior of it, it looked like this pale, like sick color, and not flashy, and just didn't have a healthy look overall. And I saw this energy moving that looked like a spiraling move around, and it was just having a hard time to digest that. And I'm sending healing energy, and it's going in as like liquid light that is coating the inside of her stomach. Mm-hmm.
So what I picked up was on the lining of her stomach, there was like 2 darker spots, and I got something around bitterness and grief. And so these may be unprocessed emotions, Datina, that you may be holding, that you haven't cleared from your body, and they've settled into. I was getting drawn to the lining of your stomach. On the right side, there was like a little bit of a dark spot, and on the left side, there was more of a dark spot. So I don't know if you're having any burning sensations there. And I just asked Archangel Raphael to come in. I did some clearing with the light from source, but I asked Archangel Raphael to come in and bring the healing energy. But I'm getting that also it's just like some emotions that you haven't like processed and metabolized, and they're just kind of taking up root and space in your stomach. And it's kind of going to the lining of your stomach.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you for that.
Hope that helps you, Tatina. Let us know in the chat how you're feeling.
Yes, sharp pain. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was getting on the left-hand side. It was like a sharper pain. Maybe like even a burning sensation at times. Yeah, anything that goes on with the stomach is never great.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that helps, Tatina. Let us know how you're feeling. Please take good care of yourself, especially for, quite intense healing from 2 practitioners plus archangels and other beings really helping you at this time. So do get plenty of rest and drink as much water as it feels right for you. And yeah, we always love it when people come back and let us know. We're back on Monday. Let us know how you're feeling. Just if we've been doing work for you. Yeah, the death of your husband. Thanks so much. Yes.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Sorry for your loss.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay, so I'm ready to select our next request. And please post in caps if you want. Just a reminder, please post your request in caps. And if you're called, we'll say hi in the chat if we call your name.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I see Tina's comment. Okay, so because that must have been the grief I was picking up on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sorry for your loss.
Yeah, take good care. Tina says, thank you so much. All so much. I will let you know. Thank you. Take care.
Yeah, thank you.
Choose the next request. Please say hello in the chat if your request is called.
Okay. I have a new moon sun 59. Please say hi if you're here.
New Moon Sun 59. Are you here? And for some reason, whenever I go beep boop and people echo it in the live chat, I just love that.
Oh, yeah, me too.
So satisfying. I don't really know why.
Yeah. And
hello,
you
here.
You're saying, on my highest timeline, what my Akashic records are showing about my immediate next job, career, and income source.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Thank you. I feel like I'm just following you into the Akashic records again, Viviane.
So what I saw was when I tuned into your energy, new moon sun 59, I got a banner that said career guidance. And I was like, okay, that's nice. And then it went on to say that something about doing work in a corporation, maybe having more an executive or a leadership role, maybe in HR, but that this is to help you with your next step after that. And this is about helping you. I don't see you staying there permanently, even though you asked about your highest timeline. I think that what makes it your highest timeline is that this next position, next job helps to elevate your confidence and your belief in yourself so that you feel confident enough to go into the other thing that you're supposed to be doing. So, and I was shown that whatever this next job, career thing, that will help you in your ability to be a leader and have more authority. I keep on getting something about HR. That's human resources here in the United States. That it'll be only for about 2 to 3 years, and then it'll be in a transition into something where you have even more authority. But I feel like it's about your confidence and building yourself up and knowing your own leadership potential and having confidence.
Exciting. I'm excited to hear what all three of us have. You go next, Viviane.
Oh, sure. I saw it was something related to sales, also in a like more corporate, like structured place. I saw a lot of men in an office, like everybody was like really dressed up, and it was about sales, but there was something very technical about the job, and like a consulting type of a role too. And like it was a higher level. How can I say this? Not like you selling things directly to the consumer, but it was selling to different companies, like as a consulting type of a role. But it was about that sales. That's what I saw as a possibility.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so intrigued, and maybe I went around some of my questions to the Akashic Records and your guides the kind of wrong way. I was like frustrated like human. It's like, tell me all I want to know, like where the job is and what they're doing. So the first thing I was shown is, and this is maybe the most powerful, is that you are on your highest timeline, which is great news, right? So there's that feeling of, I kept being shown a track ahead of you. And I was asking, why am I being seen this? Is this part of the job? It's like, well, kind of. It does have a connection, a railway track. The track itself is showing that there's a clear path and that you're continuing on that path. Then I was shown like showering sparkles coming down. And these sparkles explain that you are, first of all, on your highest timeline. And also that as they fell, imagine like, it was a bit like looking at an invisible person in the room and seeing like sparkles falling on top of them. And it was making out it was showing the outline. Instead of a person, it was the outline of what to me looked like a train. And I kept asking, okay, like, so what's the train reference? Why is there a train track? I said, well, this is part of an exploration. And that what happens is that, yes, there can be this, as Viviane and Sonia described, like there is another step forwards on your path. The one after that feels far more unconventional. And for me, it felt much more like, I don't know if have you ever been on one of these, or to like a steam railway, for example, where you go there and it's often run by volunteers and they obsess about it and love it. Like, and you can't, and often, when I go there now, I feel like they're recreating their past lives, or their childhoods from when they were, on a steam train, or have fond memories of it. And that's what I saw for you, is that you're exploring something that's far more aligned with your passions after this next role. And when you, Sonia, first said like this kind of like the kind of career advice, or helping support people on careers, it felt like that was quite aligned with this track as well. Career track as well, is that it's an unconventional change for you, but it's also something that you help support others with as well. And that, I love that theme of HR. I was working in HR at Amazon before I joined here. I always loved people in science. Now I just love people in psychic stuff. Yeah, let us know in the chat. New Moon Sun 59. I hope that helps you between the three of us. 3 views of the same highest timeline. Wonderful. So whose turn is it next? My turn?
Your turn, yeah. I chose New Moon. New Moon Sun.
A New Moon Sun. What? Thank you. Okay, choosing a next request. Please solo in the chat if your request is called. Okay, Cas Michelle fam. You did get permission. Yes. I think you also posted that as well. And you're here. My daughter said they're using their third eye to help everyone. How lovely. So Cas Michelle fam, you're here. So thank you. And you're saying, daughter Annabella has seizures and very sensitive. Can her guides share her soul type and healing best for her? Are my energies good to support her and help her best? She gives permission and is here.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Cas Michelle fam, you're here with your daughter Annabella. So
a quick question.
Yes.
What does soul type mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know, but if you want to answer, Cas Michelle fam, please.
It may not matter. I just didn't know. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it's good to ask. What was I going to say? Oh, if, yeah, can her guides share her soul type and healing best for her? So if she's asking whether angelic or starseed. Okay. Now you can be both, right? I would guess I would describe myself as and my soul origins are an angelic dragon starseed. So yeah, there's no limitations to our soul types. I just wanted to double check with this request, and especially because it's for someone else, Cas Michelle fam. Can you say yes or no as to whether your daughter Annabella wants a healing from us or just wants messages about the best healing? Yeah, if you can let us know yes or no whether what Annabella prefers, messages or an actual healing as well. And while I'm waiting, yes, a healing and message. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so just asking, I'll ask Cas Michelle fam and your daughter to step forwards to help with your seizure. I'm just being shown what happens during, like energetically, what's happening during a seizure. There's an overloading of crown chakra.
Yeah, I'm seeing something similar.
Oh, it's like the negative energy of the collective feels poisonous. I mean, I do feel we all relate to that. It's just this is the how intense it feels for Annabella. It's like dripping. I'm seeing these dark. So if you imagine the collective energy of humanity as an aura, a halo that runs all around the outside of the planet, and some of the lower vibration energy is these little dark drips of negative energy dripping out of the collective and into Annabella's crown chakra.
Well, for me, when I look at Annabella's crown chakra, And when I first tuned into your energy, Cass, Michelle, I saw you and Annabella coming forward together, and you were holding her hand. And what I see immediately in her crown is like electricity. It's electricity. And what's happening with the seizures is affecting her pituitary gland. And I guess let me continue to tune in about that. What does that mean? Because what I was sensing is that she's going through her own personal changes, because she's growing. I'm not sure how old she is, but she's going through her own personal physical development. And she has this energy coming from her head with the seizures. And also, she's also tuning into, as Jon said, other energies that are like happening in the environment. So she just has a lot going on for her internally, and that she's feeling very stressed about it.
When I look into her crown chakra, and during her seizures, to me looked like a waterfall, like around her crown chakra was this waterfall of energy, intense energy flowing through while she's having the seizures.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. The message I was getting from your spirit guide, Annabella, is when you consciously connect with the collective, and it was mentioned earlier, right, about Annabella using the third eye to help others. When your consciousness is you're stepping more into the collective consciousness. So this could be watching news, scrolling on your phone, talking with others. That what happens is when you're on the receiving end of some of that negative energy, it's almost like you're piercing this protection above you, and it's causing this kind of cascade, like this waterfall. And I love that electrical energy as well. It's like that horrible feeling of dark water hitting electrical energy. And so the energy itself is overloading, but there seems to be a particular like mismatch between the collective energy, like a more of an extreme mismatch between the collective and your energy, Annabella. Your sensitivity, I just want to help break through some of the myths but in our talks about sensitivity. Sensitivity is fabulous, right? It is what one of the key things that people like Viviane, Sonia, and I that do this work, that choose to invest in our psychic abilities. Like we're all psychic, and we're always trying to increase our sensitivity within, within safe, strong boundaries. And I do feel that there's two things that really help you. One is, Catherine Shelfam says she's very sensitive to energy and she knows about grounding, loves outdoors. The two, which is fabulous, thanks for sharing. Two really key messages I was shown is one is I'll share a video which is about, it's from the 5D attention classes, and it's about conscious consumption. So it's getting really clear on the effect of everything you consume that it has on you. Because if anything, when you watch that video, Annabella needs to take that advice and increase it, right? So to up the standard of what she's consuming. And this is in part a protective measure and preventative measure. And then the second is the boundaries, is having really clear, strong boundaries. My feeling is that Annabella's maybe not been human before, or if you have in a past life been human, Annabella, you've not this degree of sensitivity. You may have shut it down in previous lives. So it's fabulous to bring the sensitivity to the earth, and this is what the earth needs. We don't need people to shut down and protect themselves. We need people to open up, and that you're a very brave soul, and you're already doing leading by example, bringing your gifts and abilities into earth at this time. what else did you think?
I think I keep on seeing the electricity going through her brain, her crown. And when I asked if any of it could be kind of like, reduced or siphoned off, wasn't really called to do that. Maybe a little bit, a tiny bit of a reduction, but not really significant in my view. But what I saw was Archangel Raphael kind of putting a bubble around the electricity to kind of give it a little bit of a cushion or a cocoon. And the thing is that I think John already said this, but John, for some reason, you got a little muffled to me for some reason. So I don't know if it was my ears or because sometimes when I'm listening to stuff, psychic stuff, my ears get weird. But so I don't know if you already said this, but to do like the work that we do, you do have more electricity flowing through your brain. And so that may have been a part of kind of like you already have intuitive stuff going on, but then also you're having these seizures. So I just saw Archangel Raphael like wrapping it in like a little green bubble of healing to kind of like not stop it, but the to like, I don't know, I kept on getting like to cushion it.
She said, "Oh, this sounds like me." I continue to see the image, the energy flowing, down like a waterfall. But I continue to send energy, healing energy and grounding. Oh, there's one more thing. I think it was what you mentioned that Sonia about being like us, because she says here, well, she says this sounds like me. I believe when you were talking about when you're doing psychical work and others are speaking, maybe sound a little muffled. I think she was referring to that.
Mm.
And I've just shared those 3 links. There's the first one for spiritual energetic hygiene. So there's a class to teach some practice there. One about boundaries. And then also you can get started with my free meditations. The negative entity protection meditations would really help with like just developing Annabella's continued strengthening of boundaries and protection. And what I would say is that Annabella feels really gifted, really talented. And so
Okay.
Bring new earth to earth.
To earth. That sounds like her. Okay. That sounds like her. That's why she meant. Okay.
So yeah, I do offer these links with the message that Annabelle is very talented and very powerful, and this is by no means to kind of hide and to just kind of block out the rest of the world. She's very much here to help, as many of us are, to help transform this world. As Michelle Pham says, yes, we're going to Death Watch and practice these communities. Thank you so much. Thank you for your request. And what a loving thing to do for your daughter to request that. And it's obvious that you joined us. What was the Annabella?
Yes. Well, she's saying, okay. We're going to watch and practice. That's wonderful. Yeah.
Yay. So we're an hour in. This is usually where I do need to check a couple of things. One is
water. Talk about waterfall when you drink here.
And also a reminder to everyone to check you are actually watching live. So look for any little indicators like the scroll bar or the little red indicator somewhere, often down the left-hand side of the YouTube screen, that you are watching live. It helps if we randomly are picking your request that you're answering in reasonable time. And Sonia, are you with us for the 2 hours?
Yes, sir.
Yay, wonderful.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm ready to select our new request.
Thank you.
Make sure I'm on the right side of the screen here. And
Dreams and beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, beep.
okay, this is from Lulu WK6XB. Please say hi in the chat if you're still here.
Lulu. I always read that as week 6, WK6XB. Are you here? Let us know.
And hi to all the work lurkers out there. Please subscribe to our channels. The links are under the description of this video.
Yeah, and to especially as we started the theme of kind of early pre-awakenings, you know, if you're watching this, likely you don't think we're completely crazy, and that there's maybe still an ounce of sanity left within us, and you're enjoying the content. Please just say hello, and it's lovely to hear, and know that it's not mandatory, and you can lurk as much as you like. Please do also like, that's anonymous. You can comment, you can subscribe to all 3 of us, and you'll see all the links to each of our channels in the description of the video, as well as our websites if you're interested in booking us one-to-one, if our energy resonates with you. As Kaz Michelle says, lurking resignations. I love that.
Yes.
I've been chosen in this live stream, so I quit.
Yeah, I'm not seeing so far. I don't think Lulu is here.
Oh,
Not seeing Lulu.
try one go of the flutes, the magic flute, the summoning flute.
I was going to say that's your summoning flute.
Waiting for Lulu WK6XB. Lulu, please say hi if you're here. You said in the beginning that you need help walking again,
Yeah.
and you have a new hip.
A hip replacement, it sounds like.
And D12DO2 says, lurking because I'm driving. Yeah, please do. Just don't stop typing. What are you doing?
I know, but if poor Lulu is having a mobility issue, she may not be able to like move too quickly. So
yeah, that's why I considered giving a little another moment here, but it doesn't look like she's here.
Yeah, hip stuff is hard too, because we hold so many of our emotions in our hips.
Yes.
And hello to the other Lulus. This is Lulu WK6XB. So good news is, even if you don't turn up, if you don't say hello, we don't just delete your request. It just goes back in the queue. So and this has happened before. What had happened last Monday or something? We did, I think, the same request was called 3 or 4 times. And the universe just want to make absolutely sure this request gets picked. So do know that if it's meant for you, as they say in Scotland, if it's for you, it'll no go by you. And quite a lot like Shrek.
Okay, so I'm ready to select a different request. I haven't said that.
In a new way today.
Okay, Craig Dixon. Please say hi if you're here, Craig.
Craig Dixon, are you here?
Craig said, "I am here."
Yeah.
Craig, thank you, Craig. Craig is saying, Viviane, Jon, and Sonia, may I have a clearing and a healing as well as a message from my mom, Marta.
Oh, okay. I'll just start with a scan if someone else is okay doing the message.
Okay, I'll do the message then. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm drawn to working on Craig's aura, so I'm just going to start there.
I was drawn to work on his crown.
I'm going to use some dragon light language. I'll avoid the crown. I'll just focus on the aura just to burn out any negative energy, anything that no longer serves Craig's highest good. Good. Hopefully I didn't catch the crown too much there.
It's funny now. Now I'm seeing what I was seeing before, but now I'm seeing like little flames on the side of the screen. Thanks, Jon. Appreciate it. So I'm just seeing that Craig is worried about something. He's having some worry and some fear around something he's going through, and I'm seeing it as little dark spots. And so I'm asking Archangel Michael to kind of like siphon some of that off from Craig.
Yeah, I saw in Craig's, in fact, it wasn't seeing, I was given the sensation of Craig's third eye opening. And I can only describe it as maybe the first time you experience it. And I remember some of the first times I experienced my third eye opening was lying on my back in my bedroom with a light on, closing my eyes, and then my third eye opening and seeing the whole room. And I'm like touching my eyes, like, how can I see this? And that first, like, quite shocking experience. And your third eye was saying, Craig, that you're perceiving reality in ways that others don't. And the kind of elephant in the room is that really we all perceive reality uniquely. And your third eye is trying to open and bring this information down into your throat chakra, and your throat chakra is like quite tight, and you're holding back quite a lot. You're resistant to your own truths and your own experiences of reality. And I feel like that's bubbling up into the crown, like, oh, I'm not so sure about this. Is this like, am I just completely crazy? It's like, no, you're not. You're being encouraged to explore more, and safely as well. Go ahead, Sonia.
Yeah, I was going to say that would make sense, because I was getting that as well, because I kept on getting he's self-conscious about something. But as you were talking, Jon, I got that it was the self-consciousness is about how he's going to be perceived by others regarding some changes he's going through. So that may be the changes that you're speaking about.
Yeah. One thing that really helped me, your guide was bringing to the surface was music. I actually, you might not believe it about me, right? The version of me that you see now is like, hi, I'm Jon Binnie, super psychic or whatever, right? I used to be scared for years of sharing my truth. And then I found that I could do it in music, right? And everyone's like, what are you singing about, right? But they never went, right, we need to get you to a doctor. They said, your songs were all like, they're about the sun and like different dimensions, and what is all that stuff? I said, oh, it's just stuff that comes through my meditations, dreams, like a whole wide range of things. And so expressing yourself through art could like help act as a vehicle of expression that feels safer to you. And especially with your third eye, especially if you enjoy drawing. I'm, for example, hopeless at drawing, but I can work with AI arts to express some stuff, or draw in hilarious stick form, much to everyone's amusement. Encouraging you to explore ways that feel good to express your experiences of reality.
Yeah, and Craig, the message that I got for your mom, the first thing that your mom showed me was just this homemade like casserole, and looked really good, and she was showing you that, and you wanted to talk. She wanted to talk about your travels, how exciting it is, to travel and experience different things. But with that said, she presenting you the food, and that what say the is that a cat walking on somebody's keyboard?
It has to be. It's so funny.
So it's for you to also enjoy time at home, that nurturing feeling, that just being at home, staying at home, and feeling at home, and being comfortable and nurtured. That was what she. No, that's okay. It was just funny. Some kitties walking around keyboard. That's what. So that's what she wanted to tell you, to enjoy your travels, but to also enjoy your home and your environment, that cozy and comfortable environment. So,
Just to go back a little bit, because I saw Craig say something about, remove any blocks. What I was receiving was that certain things cannot be removed because you're holding on to them. And so you have to do your part to release whatever energy within some changes that you need to make before blocks can be removed. It's not just about Jon or Viviane or I coming in and taking this from you. Because when I was trying to bring energy into like what I was seeing as far as the worry and the self-consciousness, I also saw you holding on to certain ways of thinking, and it wasn't allowed. It was like a fist. It wasn't allowed. It was like a fist. It wasn't allowing it to be released.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe be more intentional about your thinking and about how you're processing things.
Yeah. And Craig, I'll not read out the exact message that Craig shared, but the sentiment, which is a certain fruit being a world leader right now, an orange one of that, and just about some of the stresses and concerns that brings Craig, and that for me felt really tied to your third eye perception as well. And I know it causes a lot of challenges with people, because we end up in the situation where we observe other humans, especially in the public eye, and all of our red flags are firing, right? We're like we're like danger, and yet everyone else is like, yeah, I agree, they're amazing, right? And you're like, and it's like that contrast. And so really encouraging you to feel into your truth. And also, so part of our journey that we're all going through is understanding, right, and accepting what exists, like how broken this world really is. And then the second part is saying, well, actually, I could choose to be part of that, and choose to be part of that brokenness of the world, or I can step into, learn to offer just a little bit of compassion and love to all those that choose to align with the broken parts of the world, and perhaps even people's broken behaviors, and choose a world where that's not true. And just like your message through Viviane, and about traveling, as Craig was saying, concerned about travel.
Yes.
It's key to decide, right? Do you choose love or do you choose fear?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't guarantee anything, right? I'm not source or God, but what I can guarantee you is that choosing love will bring you a much higher vibration, happier experience of a life. And just be open to miracles, even though others, that remember the whole kind of propaganda of fear is to say, oh, but John, there's someone exactly like you who went to that country and terrible things happened, and they had your name, whatever, like whatever it is that's to instill fear in you to stop you doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to choose whether you accept that that's true for some people, and choose love, choose a loving higher timeline.
Yeah.
And you need a bit of practice with that. Try Sunday's video I did for the fourth dimension ascension.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great way of like practicing, like stepping up into high vibrations and coming back down.
Yeah, we have to work with our fear. We can't ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we work with it and kind of metabolize it and see what we can do to bring healing to it, then we calm down and our other senses kind of open, and we have less worries about things because we know that we're going to perceive what we need to do in any given moment.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. It must be my turn to choose it.
Yes. Your turn, John. Thank you.
That helps. Craig, thanks for chatting with us through it as well. It's really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, choose the next request. Please put all requests in capitals. Hello to all 72 of you across our channel. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Wow, that song, Don't Filter Your Darkness. I love it. That was also about the specific piece of fruit that's a world leader. Okay, so Deborah Johnson, let us know if you're here. You recently had a session with me as well. Deborah Johnson, RS3BN. I read that and think of 3 billion. Oh yeah, I just added 3 billion after my name, just so you know how rich I am. Let us know if you're here, Deborah Johnson. Put in the chat as well.
Mm-hmm.
RS3BN, are you here?
Waiting for Deborah Johnson. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to bring out
The flute, the magic flute.
something. Deborah Johnson. Maybe if I shake it too, it'll help. Deborah Johnson, are you here? Well, if you don't appear, Deborah Johnson, thank you so much for your kind words about the session. It was a pleasure doing one for you. And you are here. Yes, the flute worked. Wonderful. And it was lovely. I met one of your guides, Unasa. So and that was it, I believe. I think we just met one. And you're asking, do you have other guides and their names?
She says Anasa is her elemental name. My elemental name is Anasa.
Yeah. That's right. Thank you for spotting that. So yeah, we can perhaps see if we can pick up another guide each.
Sure.
Let's see who comes through for Deborah Johnson. Do you want to share first, Viviane?
Sure, I got a name. I'm usually not so good with names, but I heard the name Ukurama, and this is another elemental guide. So I'll type for her is Ukurama.
What's the name?
And I didn't actually see the guide, but I was like, I was shown it like I was in this like foresty area, moving really fast, and then going under a lot of plants and bushes, just like really moving fast in between all the plants and just hiding. I saw that after I heard Ukurama. Thank you.
The name. How about you, Sonia?
I didn't feel that I was receiving that much. I saw, I was going to say what I received, that I saw that one of the guides is named Walter, and that Walter said he was Lucian. I don't know who the Lucians are. So I'll just leave that with you, Deborah Johnson, for you to research who the Lucians are. He looked human, though. He looked human.
Yeah, I got a human, which is a surprise to me. Well, that said, maybe suspend belief a little bit about the human aspect. So his name is Eli, and he's from the early 1800s. He did not introduce himself as human. He made me guess a lot first, which I found really curious. And he said, well, I describe myself as a time traveler, a magician, a mythologist, and a treasure hunter. And I was like, wow, you're definitely out there. And he said, okay, I was human. I've been human. And the human that he comes forwards to you as, Deborah, is this very mysterious, almost like a cross between Doctor Who and Indiana Jones, like a real blend of character. And he's here to help you access ancient knowledge. It's something he figured out how to do later in his life. So he spent a lot of his life hunting around physical artifacts, and later discovered how to do things like Akashic records and talk to the ground and the stones and the trees, and find out even more than he was finding out from various other artifacts. So I just put a note in the live chat as well to that effect.
I'll put it in there too.
Hope that helps you.
I'm not able to type anything, so I will just leave it.
Oh. I don't know how I give you access or not.
There's yeah, if you just want to spell it, maybe, because there is no way. There's only one access through. You cannot.
That's the private chat.
If you type it, maybe you can.
I just said hello in the private chat.
Well, you guys see it. Deborah, the name was Walter, and they said they were Lucian. So Walter and Eli, those are pretty straightforward.
Yeah. I love the name Walter. Wonderful. Who's choosing next?
Oh, yeah, I'm choosing the next one. Thank you, Deborah. So I'm just going to add a couple.
Thank you, Deborah.
A couple of requests that came through. Alrighty. Okay, ready to select our next request. Okay, Catherine, pray. Please let us know if you're here. You're asking for healing, clear.
Are you here? Catherine Pre, are you here? Yes, you are.
Thank
I need to get faster at my it's not working. Yeah. Thank you, Catherine.
But you and Viviane have been doing this a long time now, so people are trained. They're like,
It's like we've got the Indian whip.
So Catherine's saying, hi all, could there be a healing and clearing for the fires running through the body? Okay.
Thank you, Catherine. And given the nature of what you've described, I'm just surrounding you, Catherine, in protective bubble lights.
Mm. And I am seeing these, what you described as fires, Catherine, running through your body. They kind of look like, to me, they look like they're running down. And like, I get confused with my horizontal and my vertically. They're running vertical down your body. And that it kind of feels like nerve pain. And I see it in your arms and your lower legs. I mean, your legs. Oh, your legs, not your lower legs, your legs.
I heard the word fibromyalgia. I don't know if that's an issue that she has.
Yeah. I kind of feel like maybe a little bit like jolts, unfortunately. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't. No, thank you. Just heard it again, fibromyalgia.
Because I do see the vertical little lines running through her body, and that they can burn.
She's saying spinal condition and scoliosis.
Okay. That makes sense, because the spine can cause limb pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It feels there's definitely healing to be done in this life. I also repeatedly I'm being shown a past life. It's a past life witch wound of being very sadly burned.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept asking, like, why is it manifesting in this life? And in part, there's this past life that wants to be seen. Your past life as a witch wants to be seen by you, Catherine. And that will offer huge healing by itself. And then secondly, there's like the effect I kept seeing as you're describing the nerve endings and the nerve endings being burnt, like that sensation in the body kind of recoiling from that. And Catherine's also saying nerve damage in legs. Thank you. I'll see what I can do for your past life, because I know even just talking about it just now is a help. Let Viviane and Sonia please continue to.
Thank you.
And you know, our spines hold our the programs we come here in this lifetime to work on. And so it's depending on which area of the spine it is, Catherine. Those are the things that you're meant to heal. So that definitely could relate to what Jon is saying. It's about seeing it from a past life. Because I'm seeing that it's like 2 of the vertebrae. Don't know my spinal numbers very well. I'm seeing maybe below the mid-back. The 2 of the vertebrae below the mid-back. I don't know what this is, because I don't know my spinal numbers. Sorry.
She typed mid-spine.
Oh, she typed mid-spine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw it was behind the heart. So I just went into your Akashic records, Catherine, and took a look at that past life. And as you were being burned, you were watching, it was like this heartbreak experience where you're watching one of your loved ones. It seemed like a child, like that you had to leave them, that partly they had to witness your death, but also what really broke your heart is having to leave them. And there's that feeling of you know, you would do anything to not have to have left them in that lifetime, and you would never want to repeat that in any other life. So I do feel that doing, you know, I've offered some healing to that version of you, and there was some acceptance. I do feel that if you did like a past life witch wound practice, either as a one-to-one session with someone, I know I offer it and others do as well. I also have a free 1 hour meditation that you can try. I'll put that in the chat as well.
And I would encourage you, Catherine, I know you said mid-spine, but look in your records or whatever, your medical records, and see like which vertebrae in the mid-spine, and then do some research on what the spiritual meaning of any abnormalities in those vertebrae are. Because I don't have my book close at hand to actually look it up, but I couldn't tell you anyway because you didn't say which part of the spine it was. But do your own research, because you know each spinal vertebrae has a number, and each number on a spiritual level means something. And so there's probably some programs in that need to be cleared specifically. And so what I did is as I brought down the light from source, I saw your body being cooled, and I saw that it stopped being inflamed. I stopped seeing the flames, and I started seeing like cool rivers running across your nerve endings. And, you know, I had it pour off and gave it to Archangel Michael. And then Archangel Raphael came in and brought down his healing light as well. And so right now I'm seeing you bathed in the rivers that were once flames are now like green, and they seem soothed. But I'm still seeing those vertebrae highlighted for me, and that you need to like dig deeper into the programs that are there that you came to resolve in this lifetime.
Interesting. I ran white light through her body for clearing, and I was guided to use this time like a blue light to help with the cooling, and then green light for the healing, and I'm grounding the energy now.
Catherine, this is saying it. This is earlier, a couple minutes earlier. Heart is hard to feel. Ooh, thanks. Didn't know this. I think it was when you're talking about the spine. And then also sparkly shadows.
I see that. So somebody else said here, she says, ooh, thanks, I didn't know that. And Summer Spring 1 says, which book you refer to for spiritual meanings? There's several books that refer to spiritual meanings. One I'm going to be getting in my further research is called Messages from the Body. It's like a big textbook. It's huge. It's like almost an encyclopedia. And it's a little bit pricey, but for me as an energy worker, that's really, really helpful, especially with working with the body and stuff like that. And also you can, there's different charts available and different things like that about the spine and different online and different things like that, depending on how deep you want to go.
That's brilliant. And another practice you can do is really simple, is take your left hand, stick it on the area of the body. I know it's not always easy on your mid-back, right? But you know, put it on a part of your body where you want to have a conversation with your body and start talking out loud. So say, body, please tell me, what is the meaning? What are you trying to communicate with me? And our bodies we're so used to, I don't know about you guys, but as a fellow human, we're so used to feeling pain, right? When our body's like, would you just listen, John? And I'm like, I'm okay, I'm listening. It's really painful. And so like learning like now I talk to my body, I don't even know, like 4, 5, 6 times a day, maybe more. And usually after I've done something, like I'll talk to my body right after this live stream, place my hand on my heart, ask like, Do we want some exercise? Do you want some movement? Do you want some water? Like, what do you want, body, at this time? And I remember, like, a couple of days ago, I had like an ulcer on, just a little one on my inside lip, and I was talking to my body like every 20 minutes, like, tell me, what is it? Like, is it my throat chakra? Like, what is it that you needs to come through? And I did get some really lovely messages, especially as I touched that specific area very gently. So yeah, I'd also encourage you to really start building that relationship if you haven't already invested. Just like you would a loved one's body, right? Do it for your own.
Yeah. You don't realize you don't speak to our bodies. I just started doing that like in the last maybe year. It does make a difference.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Catherine says, beautiful, whole new language. Yeah, it's like, and I started to feel really bad. I'm so sorry. Like, the stuff I used to say to my body was awful, right?
Yeah, I'm so
Especially
sorry.
before my awakening. I'd literally look in the mirror and say, shut up, old man. Drink some.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I was sick. I just, oh, sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. And now I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, wow, I look so much younger than I did 50 years ago. No wonder. Shut up.
Oh,
Man, I
want to show you a comment here. I want to thank a feedback that we're getting here from Emily Flame. She's saying, I had a clearing and messages from my guides last week from Jon and Viviane, and the clearing really helped, and learning of all the energies around me was an eye-opener. She's saying thank you. And thank you for that, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think it's my turn to select the next request.
Catherine says, we just did not know the power we have. We are immensely powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Immensely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we all woke up.
Mm-hmm.
We all fell asleep as being like gods, having like source in us all, right? And then we just woke up in this lifetime feeling that for a few years until we're told, no, don't be so ridiculous, by whatever powers we have to tell ourselves that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I'm ready to select our next request. I'm just checking to see if there's anything new that came through. No, right? Okay. Selecting our next request. Oops. Hey. Naur Scott.
Maybe reading and clearing. Okay.
You asking for reading and clearing. Please say hi if you're still here.
Now, Scott, are you here?
Ben says, this show is always a breath of fresh air.
Oh, thank you. And Naur Scott is here. Thank you so much. All right. So reading and clearing. All right. Thank you.
Oh, Viviane, I just thought of this really ridiculous idea, which is, you know how you said sometimes on your live streams, like you miss beat boops, etc. I could just record that for you, and then you can play it in Streamline in the audio files.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Back to work.
Yeah.
Serious business.
A reading and clearing.
And clearing. Okay.
I feel drawn to the reading.
Okay. I'll do the clearing then. Thank you.
So I'm seeing, Noor, that like rivers of energy are flowing through your body. They don't look disruptive or harmful, but I'm seeing that you need to go like this more and like shake the energy off. because the energy I'm seeing is kind of like just flowing. It's just like flowing down your body. And like different shades, like some of it is blue, some of it is orange, some of it is yellow. But nothing looks inflamed.
I can share the message which may help a bit as well, which is that Nor Scott, I was shown that you're being invited to continue to open your heart, which is really beautiful, right? So that's a huge part of it's really the key to awakening and opening up, connecting with all your psychic and metaphysical powers and beyond. And then I kept holding with my right hand, holding my stomach, and I was like, why am I doing this? And your guide said, oh, it's because now Scott needs to is being invited to nurture, like a baby, this older version of you, the previous version of you. So you remember just now I was like laughing about mean John, 10 years ago I would have said such horrible stuff to myself in the mirror. And it actually took me years to even talk about that. And now I very much do it in jest, but also in love. And so you're being invited to like cradle, because you're kind of hanging on to that older version of you, and you're invited to bring love to this aspect of you, to bring love to the previous versions of you that were more closed and more shut down. And they are all these versions of you are part of your journey. No single part of you is better than the other. They're just, yes, there's more expansion, but you have to be more contracted to have more expansion later. So there's definitely an invite to perhaps go and revisit some of those aspects of you and share some love. Maybe look at some photos, or invite that version of you to step forwards into the mirror, or just ask in meditation to remember some of the times where perhaps, especially focusing with your body, what are the areas that you need to bring up and surface into your heart, and just gently work through some gentle shadow work. And I was specifically told to share this cultivate your self-love meditation. It's about 40 minutes as a practice. And that really would start building, supporting your open heart awakening. And please remember as you go through that to really support this feeling that all aspects of you are lovable, all times of you are lovable. There's no part left unloved.
Well, I'll say I went into the chakras and I did some clearing. Wasn't a lot. The chakras look pretty good. Some things were removed around the crown and returned to source. When I got down to the throat chakra, though, your throat chakra told me that they'd like you to do some toning, that you to do some toning regularly to clear your own energy. Don't wait on others. Toning, there's different videos. If you don't know what we're talking about or don't have that experience, there's different videos telling you about the frequency of each chakra and that you can do it with vocal toning. The other chakras look good, and we brought down the white light from source. And then also, do some more for grounding your energy and like shaking off excess energy.
Yes, I felt like I actually cleared the solar plexus and the sacral chakra and grounded the root chakra. The root chakra felt light to me, and then the energy from the two chakras above wasn't really moving. It felt heavy, and so after the clearing, I grounded the root chakra, and then just ran a white light through his body and grounded the energy.
Yes, I did. I forgot to mention that. Thank you, Viviane. I did send some extra energy to the root chakra as well to kind of ground it out and reinforce it. And I also grounded that energy as well.
Wonderful. And just as Sonia, you were talking about toning, I brought
Yeah, nice.
Like, I was going to try this, and if you don't like to sing along,
Yeah.
let me try this. Oh, this is 432 Hertz for your heart chakra. Now let's go. I don't know if it was supposed or if it worked.
It sounds nice. I like it.
Good.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Dorothea Fisher left us a sweet message. She says, "You guys are amazing and wonderful. So kind, wise, and funny. Thank you so much. I love listening to you."
Oh, what a sweet thing to say. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. That's really sweet.
It just takes one comment like that, and I would do this for life. Thank you so much. Really kind. Must be my turn to choose. It must be coming up on our last.
Yes. Yes, your turn, Jon. Thank you.
Now, just before either I run out of time or forget, Sonia, one of the two or both. How do people find you, Sonia, on the internet? Do you have a book as well? You can mention that in the description.
Yes. So my book is named Masterpiece, A Healing. I'm looking around because I forget my own title. I apologize. It's called Masterpiece, A Healing Journey for Black Women Reclaiming Their Body, Wisdom, and Voice. I can be found at fullcircletherapyservices.com, and you can sign up. You can go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe if you'd like. I don't post there as much as I had in the past just because I'm keeping my energy balanced, but you're welcome to. But I do respond to comments people leave over there, and coming on these live streams is a way for me to connect with people and support people.
Thank you, Sonia. Yeah, please do subscribe to Sonia's channel. Please do check out our website and book as well. I've heard great things about it. So I'm not a reader, I must admit, not yet. So I'm keep being guided to go back and read. One day I'll start reading again. And I can only imagine your book's incredible. So thank you. Thank you for coming along again, Sonia. And it'll be so lovely to have you back again.
Thank you so much. I love it here.
Yeah. And you wear the uniform as well.
I do. I learned this from my teacher. I learned this from you.
That's right. And Nara Scott, our previous request, she says, "Thank you all so much. I've had very many supernatural experiences throughout my life, but not taken it too far / understood it enough. Huge thanks." And you might enjoy some of my paranormal investigations. Nara Scott, I did one recently, my first, and I've got another coming up at the end of April. I think it's the 28th of April. I'll be doing the filming, so looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's interesting when you have a lot of supernatural experiences. That's energy running through your body. So that may have been why I saw that excess energy on your body. Like you have to shake it off.
Yeah. Okay. My turn to choose, right?
Yes, Jon. Thank you.
Kathy D 777, are you here?
Like that 777.
Kathy D.
Well, like Jon and Viviane, I'm also a fan of the number 8. I have a necklace that has 3 8s on it.
Yeah, I love the number 8.
Wow, yeah, I keep seeing 8s. Although I was very blessed when I drove down last month, down south in England, like an overnight drive. The first gas station, petrol station I stopped at, I got a receipt for £77 and 77 pence for fuel, and I was like, yes,
Okay. Nice.
Kathy's here. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Well, good afternoon. May I have an Akashic reading, a message from my guides? Thank you. Bless you all. Thank you very much, Kathy.
So the message I'm getting from your guides, Kathy, is that you're limitless, but a lot of the limitations that you feel within yourself are self-imposed, and that you tend to worry about things that don't actually happen or occur. And maybe this can stop you a bit from making decisions and, pursuing the things that you're genuinely interested in.
That's interesting. I see the message that the masters are showing me, Kathy, you're cooking, and I heard, the ingredients, and then I see you adding, you're making this wonderful meal, you're enjoying the aroma of the food you're cooking, and the ingredients are special. They're, you're adding joy, you're adding love, you're adding gratitude to that, to the food you're making. And then I just heard and add a little bit of spice.
And I'm also seeing some type of heart attachment to two women. I'm maybe a mother and a sister, because one of them seems older, and like a lot of your energy goes towards them. A lot of these two females, one's a little bit younger, not younger than you, but younger than the mother figure.
One little bit more that I got was she was stirring the pot clockwise, and then I heard that to nurture, with that wonderful healthy meal that she put so much thought in and prepared with so much love and care to nurture then her body, and that was, with her joy and self-care, and so far that's what I saw so far, Kathy D.
Yeah.
Excellent. I was shown well, it's everything's unusual in this work, right? I was shown 3 books for you to read. I don't know the titles, but I know the subjects of them. There's no Kathy, you could spend your whole life doing these. So the first was a book of ancient symbols. And with the ancient symbols book, like, just be open to receiving these books, stumbling across them in like a kind of mart, or like a car boot sale in the UK, or coming across a bargain online. Like, you'll know it, you'll feel the energy of the book when it like pops up in your reality, and you'll have plenty of time and space and money to buy it if you want it. What I saw about ancient symbols is that you're invited to feel them. So that's why a physical book's really good. Touching them. And yes, you can read the words if you want. If you were me, you probably wouldn't read the words at all. You just touch the pictures and take some notes, or do a little video like touching this and saying how it feels. So that was one thing. So it's in particular the feeling of ancient symbols. The second book is the history of ley lines. The ley line maps are quite hard to get hold of, and they're a bit sporadic. But I was shown that the history of ley lines you could find interesting, because it's another way of describing that is the historically recorded notes and evidence and little maps and the little snippets you get from people's knowledge that they've uncovered about ley lines, and in particular drawing you to the people experiences connected with them. So it's not necessarily having to map the whole world and figure out where they all are and what they do. It's more like learning about people's interactions. So another way of describing that would be people's history, human history with ley lines. And then the third is a bit more controversial, and that is reading about ancient theories. And I regard calling this ancient theories because it doesn't really align with our modern understanding of history. It's ancient theories of transatlantic travel prior to Columbus. so going back, predating Columbus by thousands of years. And like in particular, you may find trade interesting, but it's not just trade of goods, it's wisdom, knowledge, and even like tools and how to do things. So really, you know, another way of describing that could be a very different experience, like an alternative history or exploration into alternative history. So I just wrote that comment and put it in the live chat. It sounds like sometimes I feel like these are for me. It's like, Jon, when you do start reading, go read these things because they'll sound really exciting. But I hope that between the three of us, that helps you. Kathy, do let us know in the comments. Well, that's us at time. Thank you so much for coming along. It's been such a pleasure having you, Sonia. Thank you for your incredible like detail and depth and wisdom and knowledge, and it's just such an honor to work with you. Always a pleasure, and we'll definitely get you booked in again to come back. And as a reminder, please do, everyone, go subscribe to Sonia, subscribe to Viviane's channels, and if you're not on my channel, subscribe to my channel too. The descriptions in has all our links for YouTube, our websites, and also Sonia's book as well. So please do check it out.
Thank you so much. Oh, and Kathy D just said, I want to say quickly, she says, thank you so much. Such a wonderful blessing. She says, I know the two women. They're my daughter and my granddaughter. Love the book ideas. Definitely will read them. Thank you all with the heart.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. That's really kind. Wonderful. Well, I'll bring our session to an end. I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metron, and Archangel Metron, please close the Akashic records, close the Akashic records, close the Akashic records, and asking each of us to remain in our individual protective bubbles for as long as we choose and to step outside of the shared space. So I close it down, disconnecting any cords, connections, contracts, or agreements, and returning the session to source or never return here again. And even if you've been indirectly or directly receiving messages and healings today, please do, oh no, get plenty of rest. And I've got to drink this before I leave my studio. So just drink as much water as it feels right for you. And we're back on Monday. Same adjusted time for the difference in our time zones, and daylight saving. UK is not in daylight saving at the same time. 4:30 UK time. For Eastern Standard Time, it must be 12:30
12:30.
9:30 a.m. for Pacific time. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Sonia. And we'll see you all on Monday. Take care, everyone. Sending love.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Everyone.